だいまお聞きいただいているのは SG5FM。
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Shupi, and as you can see, we're back on Idol Manager, and we're here with Chapter 3. Let's see what's going on. As you leave the office, you're ambushed by familiar-looking journalists. Hi, I called your office earlier today. Hi, I called your office earlier in the day, but I got an old runaround, so I figured I might have more success if I try finding you in person. Plus, I was in the neighborhood. It's amazing how much news happens in this district. I'm sure you saw the news today about how Nation of Idols might get adapted for foreign audiences. As a participant, do you have any thoughts? Honestly, I like the idea of discovering new acts in any country because, it's a little boring. Yeah, I guess you guys really managed to get in on the ground floor, right? I bet there'll be more eyes on the show now that people are aware of this international interest, and that means more eyes on you. Anyway, good luck with the next round of competition. See you later. Oh, a little weird. Alright. A video pops up at the top of your newsfeed. The combination of Nation of Idols and Yasuda Akira in the headline immediately grabs your attention. Many of you know that yesterday, news came out that JSK is in talks of an international company wants to buy the rights to the show and create foreign adaptations of Nation of Idols. As someone who is involved with Nation of Idols, but not party to any talks of that happened behind the scenes, I was vaguely aware of the international interest in the show. And I'm optimistic about the possibility of an international licensing deal that might bring Nation of Idols, a show that celebrates Japan's unique idol culture, to an international audience. Japan does have a very unique idol culture, and I really like it. Unfortunately, that isn't what appears to be happening. Happened here. All indications pointed toward JSK simply selling the name and concept behind Nation of Idols so that foreign adaptations of the show can be produced. An American version of the show will focus on not bringing Japanese idols to American audiences, but to instead focus on trying to discover the next American pop idol. We ever got American Idol? Ooh. In my eyes, is a betrayal of the core identity of Nation of Idols. In my mind, the title of the show implicitly refers to Japan. We are the Nation of Idols. That's kind of facts. There's something about the unique way that Japanese idol groups take our homegrown talent and develop it. To take the idea and assume that it can be reproduced anywhere else is to miss the point of the show. Unfortunately, the network seems blind to this fact. I have voiced my concerns, but they are falling on deaf ears. It's for this reason that I am choosing to protest in a way that will be harder for them to ignore. I am boycotting the show. That's crazy. Of course, I'm well aware that I can be replaced. Despite the haughty persona that I present on television for entertainment purposes, I am not so arrogant as to assume that the show will fail without me. However, the show will fail if the real stars decide not to show up. I am, of course, referring to the idols. It's for this reason I'm calling for the idol groups involved in the show to join me in boycotting it. In 2 days, there will be a taping of Nation of Idols that will feature 3 groups: Doa Ibu, Galaxy, and Kara. If all of them refuse to perform, it would send a powerful message to the network. I'm also calling on the fans to voice their opinions online. Tell the network how you feel. Let them know that I am not alone in believing the Nation of Idols is a show with an identity that sprung from a unique idol culture and will be compromised if it get rebranded and reproduced by a massive international corporation that doesn't understand the show's unique identity and the idol culture that it emerged from. The fans and idols are the ones who made Nation of Idols, what it is. In a just and fair world, they should be the ones who decide the show's future. I would like to remind you that while it seems like television network may hold all the cards, they can't succeed without your help. You have the power to decide whether this show succeeds or not. So please, do the right thing. Video ends with frame. That's a tough decision. Glad to see Mr. Yasuda taking a stand at Machi Popkin. A step for what? Hogging the spotlight and trying to take attention away from the show and its contestants. At Pizak. Did you even pay attention to the vid? Mr. Yasuda is trying to make sure the show is about idols. At Machi Pumpkin. Don't see why foreign licensing would affect that. We can have their show and we can have ours. They can have their show and we can have ours. At Kazian DM. Can't believe there are people who will side against Akira. At Satoshi Cars. Just watch Akira's call out video. Any reason we should keep paying attention to this obnoxious blowhard? At Pizak. Dang, Pizak going hard in the comments. He paying him? Maybe if you care about the future of idol culture. I don't know how this would change idol culture. I don't know. I don't get that argument. At Shinji 1602. Yasuda Akira wants to export idol culture abroad. Outsiders will ruin anything they get their hands on. Better to keep things separate. Yikes. At Mashka Pumpkin. Not sure if I'm rooting for anyone in this conflict, but I'm loving the drama. At Kazubunta. Yeah, same. I'm rooting for chaos and savagery. Which means I guess I'm on Akira's side. At Mashka Pumpkin. That might not even be true, though Yasuda Akira has been playing the villain for so long. But could this be the start of a redemption arc? At Takuya Nozawa 72. Waiting to find out this was all intentionally orchestrated ruse by the TV network to drive up ratings. At Kazuo, damn, I would be super disappointed if that turned out to be true. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but who knows? At Wani tomorrow. Won't be watching Nation of Idols this week. I'll tune back in if it starts just being about watching fun performances instead of whatever this is. LOL, you can probably still watch the show. I doubt they'll even acknowledge this whole thing. Just replace Yasuda Akira with another judge and the show goes like normal. No way they'll give up that promotion from being on TV. Nobody cares about all this drama except people who spend all day online. I bet most TV viewers don't even know about it. What if the idol groups boycott? Okay. So I know what this gonna be. Hey, I'm sure you heard the news about Nation of Idols. Or more specifically, Mr. Yasuda's video challenging everyone to pull out. I might put him out. I get where he coming from. Nation of Idols was to go into Japan, find idol groups who working hard and good at performing and bring them to the forefront. Because sometimes being from a big company makes you more popular. You know, being from a big company makes you popular, but not your talent. And some kids have a lot of talent, but they from a very tiny company and they don't get no shine. You know. So yeah, that's tough. It's like the Korean show Peak Time. It got people who they just need the chance, you know. They're really good. They just need the chance to be able to show people that they're good. And I know America's gonna do it terrible. I'm from America. We're gonna do it terrible. It's gonna be absolutely. It's gonna be fake. It's gonna be already predetermined on who go in, like it always is. I thought you might say that. I expect there to be a lot of news over the next few days. After all, you're not the only one that Mr. Yasuda made a public appeal to. Daiya, Evil, and Galaxy are probably also scrambling right now, figuring out what they should do. They're probably both waiting to see what others do. After all, nobody wants to be the only group to pull out. I'm still hedging my bets. Smart thinking. I just came here to ask you one thing. Regardless of whether you choose to stay in or pull out, hold back on making the announcement. The taping will begin 2 days from now, but things could change between then and now. In the immediate, I'm going to see if I can have a conversation with Mr. Yasuda about what's going on. Of course, Mr. Yasuda might not be willing to tell me anything. But in my history of dealing with him, I've always been surprised at how often Mr. Yasuda is willing to confide in people who lend a sympathetic ear when he feels like his back is against the wall. It might be all sort of a gambit on Mr. Yasuda's part, but I won't accept anything I hear at face value. But in the meantime, please just wait to make your announcement. See how the situation develops before doing anything rash. Wait a minute, let me get some songs. Okay. As you walk down the hallway, you pass by the break room and hear the sound of Yasuda Akira's voice. It sounds faint, as if it's being played through a tiny speaker. Nico, Yazawa Nico, there, holding her phone to her face, apparently absorbed in the video. As Yasuda Akira's voice stops playing, she looks up and notices you. Oh, hi, Miss True. I guess you've probably seen Mr. Yasuda's video by now. What did you think about it? Well, I felt a little bit called out. I mean, Kara is directly called out. I am a part of Kara, so I guess it's only natural. But I did find Mr. Yasuda's words kind of inspiring. This is our chance to stand up and be part of something big. I guess it's a weird thing to say that we're already part of Nation of Idols, which is a big show, but it feels bigger than this. It's not just an event or a TV show. It's a cause. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it's almost like the feeling I first got when I discovered I was accepted to be a part of Kara. Mr. Yasuda's words reminded me of why I wanted to be an idol in the first place. It felt like a reminder that there are things more important than money or fame. I know Nation of Idols has been a good opportunity for Kara, but I'd almost rather not appear on the show at this point. Just for the sake of making a statement about why idols are such an important part of our culture. Nakanishi Mai rushes up to greet you as soon as you enter the vendor. Oh, good morning. There was a call we just got from JHK. It's about the whole, well, you know, the situation from yesterday. They just wanted to confirm that we still be appearing tomorrow at the studio for taping. I told them that you weren't in the office to confirm one way or another, but that I would keep them informed of any developments on our end. They also sent along a reminder that we are contractually obligated to show up, and that if we fail to show up, the possibility does exist for them to pursue legal action against us. After all, if we pull out and cause their ratings to tank, they could blame their bad ratings on us and sue us for any related damages. I'm not sure what their advertising revenue is for a typical night of primetime television, but that sound is so traumatizing. That means you're broke. if they sue us, it could be a pretty hefty amount. They can't push us around like that. I was thinking the same thing. Certainly, they could sue us, but would it be? But it would be a really bad look for them. Any money they got from suing us for pulling out would probably offset the PR damage they'd incur by attacking an idol group like ours. That being said, I wouldn't put it past them to sue us anyway. So we probably can't rely on fans to blanket us from possible legal action, especially if public opinion turns against any idol group that pulls out. Oh my god, public opinion is the worst. I'll be monitoring public attitudes around throughout the day. Maybe we should even conduct some internal polling to see how people would feel if we decided to pull out. It's always a good take to it's always good to take the temperature of the room before making rash decisions. Sorry for ambushing you right as you walked in, but it seemed too urgent to wait until you were settled into your office. Okay, she walks away, here's some into the building. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's so annoying. Miss Chu! So glad to see you. I was hoping to get a quote from you about the story that I'm about to break. I'll keep you anonymous. I know it'd be bad news if they found out you were talking to the press in the midst of negotiations. But I've gotta know what's happening with Nation of Idols. I heard that after I heard that after Yasuda Akira called you out along with Doa Ibu and Galaxy, the network started threatening to sue anyone who pulled out. Is that true? I can neither confirm nor deny. Oh, really? That sounds like a really fancy way of saying that you won't deny it, which you'd only say if they threaten you, right? I get it. You're scared to give an honest answer. Anyway, I'll just write ambiguously that some groups have been threatened with legal action. That shouldn't implicate you directly. After all, maybe I'm talking about Doibu or Galaxy, right? Anyway, the story is hot right now. I've got to run and get this. I've got to run and get this ready to submit. The public needs to know. Is there anything else you want to say before I write this up? We have no official statement at this time. Right. Of course. I won't quote you on anything. That's okay. People will be interested in the story even without a source who's willing to go on record. I'm starting to get to the point where my reputation alone is enough for an outlet to want to run a story from me. Anyway, you've been a big help. Catch you later. Oh my god, it's so many things to talk about. I'm so... am I stressed out by it? I'm not stressed out by it. But it is stressful. Do another addition. Okay. Around noon, an email from Nakanishi Mai reading, "This just went up. Thought you should see it." From the thumbnail appears to be another video. Oh my god, I get up. Relax. Hey guys. Several minutes ago, a story just went up reporting that JFK has threatened legal action against several of the idol groups who were selected to appear on the next episode of Nation of Idols. I was going to write up an editorial responding to this, but things are unfolding fast, so I wanted to just give you my candid reaction in real time. First off, hands off to the excellent journalism from Aya Naya, who's done the hard work of digging up the facts behind this story. Naya-san, thank you for telling the story that we all needed to hear. From the sound of things, JFK is threatening legal action against at least some of the idol groups, and it seems safe to assume that if they've sent these warnings out to some of them, they've sent them out to all of them. I feel partially responsible for this. I was the one who named Kara, Doibu, and Galaxy in my video earlier last week. And now, By all indications, they are being threatened with legal actions. I didn't mean to paint a target on your backs. I only wanted to give you an invitation to do the right thing. But now it seems the network is intent on ensuring that these groups don't do the right thing. That's terrible. Of course, they have a contract and they can enforce it. They have a similar contract with me, but I was willing to break that contract because I knew that doing the right thing was more important than any fine that they could levy against me. He's talking. But I know not everyone has the same personal conviction. Ooh. Where is that? But where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay. Where is it? Okay. But I know not everyone has the same personal conviction and courage that I was willing to demonstrate. And apparently the network knew it too, because they assumed that they could intimidate everyone into complying with their wishes. So again, I'll make the same appeal to Kara, Doibu, and Galaxy. Do the right thing. Even if it means losing money. But I think Naya-san's story has exposed the network for what they really are. Bullies. And I don't think the public is going to let them get away with that. Whatever legal damages that might recoup by suing individual troll idols will pale in comparison to the damage they'll face now that people know the truth. So I'm asking all of you, make it known that this bullying and intimidation is something that we will not stand for. With that, the video ends. The video has only been live for several minutes, but the reactions are pouring in online. Oh my god. Go, Akira! This whole thing has been fascinating to watch, secretly hoping that the lawsuit happens so we can see this continue. You're a psychopath if you want idol groups to suffer just for your entertainment. I mean, the purpose of idol groups is to provide entertainment. They sing and dance for us. How is this different? Threatening people with lawsuits is straight up evil. Nothing about this is fun. Talk to him, Pumpkin. Yasuda Akira is one of those people who really likes the sound of their own voice. Way to completely miss the point, idiot. Pretty sure the point is clear. Yasuda wants attention and figured out an easy way to get it. Why bother going on TV when you can just talk to a cell phone camera for 3 minutes and break the internet? But how will we know how courageous Yasuda is if Yasuda didn't post videos to tell us about how brave they are? Pretty sure Mr. Yasuda wouldn't risk getting sued if this were just for attention. This is what taking a real stand looks like. Amazed the corporation thinks they can get away with threatening idol groups. Amazed that people are amazed by this. Like, it's like you've never actually read on entertainment contract. You're blind if you don't see how bad this looks. You mean for the idol groups that want to pull out? Yeah, it does look bad to agree to appear on a TV show and then pull out last minute. Only sane person would side with the underdog in it. Any sane person would side with the underdog in this situation. Call me crazy, but I'm starting to think this is one big publicity stunt for the show. No way I'm not turning on my TV without to see what. No way I'm not turning on my TV to see what happens. Cannot wait for the next episode of National Idols to be footage of a Norwegian boat while the orchestra plays Bach. What? I've never heard of any of this. I never heard of this show, but I'm definitely watching the next episodes. Oh my god. At 5 p.m., a notification came in. JSK just posted public reads as follow. Earlier today, a story came out reporting that we intend to pursue legal action against performers and organizations who fail to fulfill their contractual obligations. While we normally exercise the right to do this, we have decided that this specific instance that we will not pursue action against performers and organizations who have participated in Nation of Idols. That's a big statement. I can just say, I don't want to do this contract and you won't sue me. Although our contract stipulates that these parties have obligations that they are required to fill, we believe that recent developments require a more flexible approach. Y'all don't want to get canceled. A minute later, Mike. We just got a call from network. It seems like an important call. I'll forward it to your desk. On the other end of the phone, you can hear a voice of apologetic sounding man. Hello, Miss Chu. This is Hagari Mitsuhiro, head of business development at JHK. I just wanted to extend a heartfelt apology for the confusion that resulted over previous messages sent from our network to your staff. I just want to clarify that it was never our intention to intimidate or browbeat you into compliance. We've just publicly announced that we have no intentions of pursuing action against Kara or any other group who decides to pull out of the show. Regardless of what decision you make, we will be fully supportive. Regardless of what decision you make, we would appreciate it if you could assist us in conveying to the public that your decision, whatever it was not coerced. That was never our intent. And I apologize deeply if anyone from our staff ever indicated otherwise. Bearing that in mind, I was wondering if you could indicate to us whether you still plan on showing up for tomorrow for the recording. We haven't decided. I see. Well, we hope to see you at tomorrow's taping. We understand that this is a delicate situation, so we will be ready to receive you at the recording studio tomorrow if you're still willing to participate. Once again, I hope you understand that we value all of our partners and have no intention of pursuing legal action against you or any of the rest of the talent involved in the production of Nation of Idols. If you speak to the press, it would assist us greatly if you convey that information to them. As the call ends, Nakanishi Mai steps back into your office. I hope you don't mind, but I was listening on the other end. Mr. Haggerty certainly was contrite. And even if this was a bit insincere, it seems they have no intention of pressuring us to decide one way or another. If Mr. Yasuda's intention was to make the network too scared to threaten anyone with legal action, I say they succeeded. I wonder if they're being more cautious or afraid of Mr. Yasuda's public support than is warranted. At any rate, sounds like good news for us. Anyway, it seems we still have time to decide whether we really want to participate. In light of that, perhaps we should avoid making public announcements until tomorrow. It may nearly be even, but who knows what could happen between now and tomorrow morning. What do you think I should do? You want to know what I think? Well, mainly, I'm just happy that I'm not the one who has to make the final decision, because it's really hard to tell what right call is. And that being said, I've been mulling things over in my head, weighing the pros and cons of both sides. I think showing up is the right decision from a business relations perspective. We've been lucky to have this opportunity, and I think continuing on the show would benefit us in the short term, while also being beneficial to future business relationships. But I also don't like the idea of biting the hand that feeds us so generously. That being said, there may be some PR costs. I'm guessing that the apologetic phone call we got yesterday is because they were feeling pressure from people who were threatening some kind of backlash. So while being on the show is great publicity opportunity for us, that publicity won't be free. Of course, we're in a big position as a big brand. The network wants to avoid negative publicity. But who knows? Negative publicity could work in our favor. After all, we're a small group. More people talking about us, even if they're saying bad things, gets our name out for more potential fans. Of course, that's completely setting aside the question of whether you agree with Mr. Yasuda's view about the international version of Nation of Idols betraying idol culture. I'm assuming you probably have your own personal position on that. Maybe that's more important to you than any of the business sectors I mentioned. I guess the whole reason this conflict kicked off is that the network wanted to dilute the appeal of Nation of Idols and bring to a larger audience. But Mr. Yasuda thinks it's more important to be faithful to the hardcore audience. Which I think is right. Anyway, I don't mean to keep you any longer. Be sure to have a good night's rest. So, I would like Nation of Idols. So, if they were planning on pushing Japanese idols and Japanese idol culture to the world, I think I'd be all for it. But I think we're gonna pull out. Hey, Miss Chu, you're leaving for the day already? I guess I should probably go home too. Is something bothering you? I guess I've just been wondering what's gonna happen tomorrow. I know it makes sense for you to hold back the announcements if you don't want anything to leak out, but it feels weird to go home today, not knowing if we're actually going to be going into record tomorrow. I mean, just a week ago, I was on top of the world, thinking that appearing on TV was going to be my big break. Now it feels like all of this might get taken away from me. Your big... I don't like that. I guess this is what it means to be an idol. One day, it feels like your dreams are coming true, and in an instant, they could all be dashed. Oh, sorry if that came out wrong. Of course, I'd be disappointed if we pulled out, but I wouldn't place the blame on you if you did. I know you're getting pressure from a lot of different sources, but you're even more worried about this whole situation than I am. I have been thinking a lot. Right, you've got enough to think about without me pestering you about it. Still, I hope that we stick with Nation of Idols. That show has done so much for my career. It wouldn't feel right to abandon it now, right? Sorry. It probably feels selfish when I said it like that. But if we pull it out, it would be biting the hand that fed us. I guess I should go home and get some. I don't like that reasoning. I don't like that reasoning. And we're not just pulling out because I don't like her reasoning. I think dude was kind of right. So we go pull out because I like dudes. I don't like liking his stuff. We're pulling out. Just got a call. 2 calls actually. Both Doa, Evil, and Galaxy want to know what we plan to do regarding today's taping. Apparently, they both plan to announce at 9:30 a.m. that they're pulling out. They're suggesting that we do the same thing as a show of solidarity. That is, of course, assuming that we decide to pull out. Given that we would be at the recording at studio at 10 a.m. if we're showing up, it seems a good time is okay. I think the dust is finally starting to settle on this, so we need to make a final decision. If Kyra's going to be on a period show, we need to know now. And if we're going to announce alongside, we're also pulling out. Well, we also need to know now. What are you going to do? We're pulling out! Alright, I'll drop up a quick press release. Oh my god. There you are, the woman of the hour! You know, kind of a microphone this time. A person camera. Dude, hey, he looks like he my ninja. What's all this then? I'm moving up in the world. Yesterday, I was writing the news. Today, I'm capturing it directly. I've been dreaming about being the woman in front of the camera ever since I was a little kid, and now my dreams are coming true. Congratulations. Thank you for the congratulations, and thanks for the story. My career really started taking off when I stumbled into you at the recording of Nation of Idols. I know that's not a coincidence. I owe you for that. So I figured at least I could give you a chance to talk directly to the public. It's been less than a month since Kyra captured the hearts of the nation by making their first appearance on Nation of Idols. Yet, now, you're not appearing on television. Appearing at national television must be such a benefit to a group like yours, so why pull out now? Are you biting the hand that fed you? I think we doing what's best for idol culture. So a bigger picture perspective, huh? Maybe I need to approach with a different question. Your pullout, along with the pullout of Doa Ibu and Galaxy, comes days after Mr. Yasuda made a plea for you to leave the show. It seems safe to say that you agree with Mr. Yasuda on this particular point. But how would you describe your relationship with Mr. Yasuda in general? We often disagree. Given that you and Mr. Yasuda find yourself at odds so often, I think it sends a strong message that you were able to come together on this topic. Sure is. Even people with widely divergent opinions can see the benefit of keeping Nation of Idols the way it is. It almost seems like the entire world is marching to the beat of Mr. Yasuda's drum here. You, Doa Ibu, and Galaxy all decided to go along with Mr. Yasuda's plan after that video specifically named you. There's also widespread speculation that the network is considering Mr. Yasuda's suggestion regarding the future of Nation of Idols, so it seems Mr. Yasuda is succeeding on all fronts. Almost as if everything is proceeding exactly according to plan. So it seems that Mr. Yasuda is getting what they want, which is for the network to reconsider their international franchising plans. But what is it that you want? We want Nation of Idols to preserve our culture when exporting it. So, you want the whole world's eyes on Kara, I take it. That's ambitious. But given what we've seen from Kara so far, I'm not surprised to find out that you have international ambitions. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to talk with us, Miss Chu. And to all the viewers at home, remember to subscribe to this channel and capture future coverage live streamed directly to you. Naya, out. W Naya, W YouTuber. Oh my god. What have I done? Have I sabotaged my girls? I don't think so. We fine. We'll be fine. Okay. In the hallway, you overhear several girls chattering. Did you watch Nation of Idols last night? I saw something about a boat. They broadcast 1 hour of stock footage of a ocean cruiser instead of the show. He actually did that? I saw some people saying online, but I thought that was just a joke. No, it actually happened. It's hilarious. I was gonna say it was such a waste. That airtime could have spent doing anything else, and instead they used it to broadcast footage of a boat. Well, some people enjoy watching relaxing videos of ships. That's why the stock footage exists in the first place, right? So long as they show the nice boat, I don't see what the problem is. I can't. Oh my god, I can't. Are you gonna complete that? Ooh, oh, the girls are fighting. Are you gonna complete that sentence? Ooh. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, this is epic. Hey, Longju, have you seen this? Let me show you. Let me look at the girlies. So, Nico is happy about it. Oh, they in the same group too. Oh, and Ruby. Oh, Ruby. Okay, Ruby. I don't mean to say it like that, like, cause she's not as popular as Nico. Her opinion don't matter. But also, you're not doing anything for the group, so. A press release from JHK Broadcasting just appeared online. Last week, news emerged that we were investigating the possibility of spanning the highly rated Nation of Idols with our international partners in order to adapt the show for audiences around the globe. In doing so, our intent was to present Nation of Idols in the most appealing way to a global audience. However, more recently, we have come to believe that adapting Nation of Idols in this manner would not preserve the appeal of the show that our fans have come to know and love. Currently, we have no plans to take Nation of Idols to the international stage, but if we do, utmost consideration will be paid to preserving the spirit of the show and showcase idol talent of Japan. W. That's a W. That's a W. For who? I'm not sure, but it is a W. Okay, that's a. Miss Chu, I saw the press release about Nation of Idols and called our contacts in the network to see if there will be a taping reschedule in light of the recent events. Apparently, they plan to proceed with the season as originally planned rather than pushing things back a week. Oh, so that means that the episode we were planning to be featured on, which didn't air, isn't going to be replaced with another opportunity for us to participate. I wish I had better news. They were apologetic and told me that the programming schedule is subject to change and they might be calling us back for future opportunities. So we may not want to publicly badmouth them just yet, since there could potentially be something in it hard for us. But I'm not sure how likely it is that we'll get that call. Was it worth it? Ooh, get out my face, little girl. Oh my god. What are you talking about? I heard you talking to Miss Nakanishi. We got screwed, didn't we? We pulled out a Nation of Idols, and now the show is going on without us. I was worried from the start that something like this would happen. We had the opportunity of a lifetime fall into our laps, and now it's vanished. So I'll ask again, was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. Really? Because I'm feeling to see how anything pays off for us. Ooh, girl, I will. Let me not. Maybe you're operating some galaxy brain plan that the rest of us plebeians are too stupid to grasp. I joined Kyra because I thought you would lead us to do great things. I don't like being made to feel like a loser. Who is this girl talking to? I'm not the one. Or the two. Or the three. I've never been. Listen. She don't know. I'll smack her upside her head. Like, real quick. Real quick. Oh my god. I can't be a retaliatory boss, but a notification pops up. Oh my god. Oh my god. This nigga is gonna hold me. I know it. Hello, fans and friends. Thank you all for supporting me in my stance to preserve the spirit of Nation of Idols. This is a victory for me, but more importantly, a victory for all of you who helped with your letters and words of encouragement online, and those who joined me in taking a stand. I look forward to appearing on the. I knew it. I look forward to appearing on next week's episode of Nation of Idols as originally scheduled, and I hope you'll all tune in. And he didn't say nothing about. Oh my god. And nigga hold us, bro. I miss you. You look upset. I wouldn't say I'm upset. I just feel betrayed. Do you remember when we talked about that video Mr. Yasuda posted challenging us to pull out of Nation of Idols? I must confess, I was a bit taken in by Mr. Yasuda's message. I really believe that pulling out was the right thing. The just thing. And I guess I just assumed that if we did the right thing, karma would pay us back and reward us for making that decision. But that's not what happened at all. It seems like Mr. Yasuda took advantage of the situation to get everything they wanted, while we were hung out to dry, along with Doi, Ibu, and Galaxy. We didn't get so much as a thank you. Mr. Yasuda could have gone to bat for us, but somehow that didn't happen. If I had been in the same place as you, I would have made the same decision. But now I'm wondering if my thinking was wrong headed from the start. Are you familiar with the prisoner's dilemma? Yep. It feels like Kara, Ibu, and Galaxy all chose to cooperate, and then Mr. Yasuda defected, taking advantage, taking advantage of us for cooperating. In a situation where you know someone else is going to betray you, it's best to defect so that way they can't take advantage of you, right? I guess I thought that it was best to cooperate because it's the less selfish option. But the thing I hadn't considered is that if you know that the other person is going to defect, then you should defect too. I assume that if we all played nice, everyone else would play nice, and that would lead to the best possible outcome. But some people look at cooperator and see an opportunity for exploitation and betrayal. I was really taken in by Mr. Yasuda's words. I guess in the end, I really am a sucker, huh? Don't ever think by you doing what you feel is right to your soul is you being a sucker. You stood up. You wanted to stand up for what you thought was right. It's not our fault that he. It's not our fault he's selfish. I guess in the end we can only decide what we do, but it doesn't mean we ignore the actions of others, right? Well, we gonna get that nigga back. Won't get fooled again. No good deed goes unpunished. You know what they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. In my heart, I trusted Mr. Yasuda when I should have trusted you to make the right decision without trying to nudge you in a certain direction. I promise I won't make the same mistake again. You and Kara are the only ones who deserve my loyalty. Nico, we going to the top, baby girl. We got played, but that's okay. We going to the top, Nico. Look at all our money. On your way home, you pass a vacant ramen shop. A familiar looking face stands by the entrance and waves at you. No. Hello, thought we should exchange words. Can you join me? I got nothing to say to you. Really? I find that hard to believe. After all, you did address me on national television. The least you could do is give me a chance to respond. Even if you don't have anything to say to me, I still have a few things to say to you. Oh my god, I don't want to talk to this nigga. I don't want to talk to him. I don't have nothing nice to say to you, bro. I don't want to say nothing to you, bro. Like, I oughta... It's probably being located urban. I don't care. So you oughta, Joe. What do you think? I don't want to talk friendly with you. Big city location, small town feel. It's what I intend to feel natural, but it's all artifice, I suppose. But maybe shut up. After all, the thing is molded to be a certain way, and it's built. It's happened to be the best way, right? Anyway, enjoy the meal. It's on me. Again, eating until you share 7 minutes without, in other words, spoken. At some places, the silence is interrupted by occasional sound slurping. It seems y'all has no intention of breaking the silence. You betrayed me. As self-serving as my actions might have seemed to you, I really didn't mean anything. I did. Oh my god. I wanted to preserve the spirit of Japan's idol culture. It serves my own goals, but I never claimed to care about them merely. It's merely as an abstraction. After all, anyone who cares about something nebulous like culture is doing it for their own. Oh, usually it's because they like the culture, or that part of the culture serves their interest in some way, even if it's just interest as a consumer. Besides, I'm sure you can find some way to benefit from this. You're wily enough, even if you did seem to fall flat on your face this time. Who knows? Next time you choose to cooperate with me, I'm not cooperating with you ever again. I like that, in fact. I don't want bad things to happen to you. You let bad things happen already. A tragedy in short term, but what's done is done. You'll never see me, like me personally, in a enemies to friends pipeline. Never. What's important is that I won't let it happen to you again, my friend. We are not friends. Yes, as surprised as you might hear, I do like you, Miss Yu. After all, you humiliated me on television once before, don't you remember? I didn't even return the favor. I had the decency to not name you during the aftermath as to avoid drawing attention to your absence. Now, why would I do something thoroughly decent like that? Because I like you. Fujimoto-san likes you. That seems clear to me. And if Fujimoto sees something in you, there's a good chance for you. You're the real deal. Even if you did fall flat on your face this time, it only hurts so much that it managed to climb. Oh my god! Most people never have the opportunity to fall from grace, but having never been in anyone's good graces to start with. So I'm being honest when I say I look forward to seeing what you do next. That being said, even if my own natural curiosity didn't compel me, your next steps are relevant to me because I want to make sure that they don't impede on my own success. I'm not asking you to become my friend, Miss Chu. I'll ask to avoid making an enemy of me. You chase your dreams and I'll chase mine. I think that'll be mutual benefit. It's none of your concern. Oh, but it is. After all my goals to create the ultimate idol. By definition, there can only be one. I can't be the one to create the ultimate idol if someone beats me to the punch, now can I? This has been my plan from the start. Everything that I've done, including the events from recent weeks, has been in service of this goal. Anyway, the specifics of my plan will be apparent in time, I'm sure. I'd ask what you want, what your plan, your next plan, but I get the impression you're not in the mood to freely share information. Even if you were, I'm not sure if my conscience will allow me to take it freely without offering you anything in return. And I think I've told you as much. Oh my god, I don't want to talk to you, bro. At all. Like, I don't like you. There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm quitting the group. Girl, bye. Yes, I already registered my complaint earlier. I became an idol because I want to do great things, and it became clear to me that Kara is not a place where I'll be permitted to fulfill that dream. You want fame? No, people can get famous lots of ways. I want to do great things, even if it means getting no attention or notoriety. If we had done a show live to tape, and that tape never aired, even that would have felt different how things ended up. I don't care about the fact that the Nation of Idols didn't get sales, that the nation didn't get to perform one more time. I care about the fact that we never even got to try. Girl, get out of my office. I don't want to talk to her. Why would we continue to try? Because I thought being part of Kyle would give me opportunities, but then, scared and constrained. I don't want graduation ceremony. I'm waiting to start off something new. Oh my god. I don't care. But know this, next time I throw my lot in with someone who knows what it really means to pursue greatness. Oh my god. Oh, I was about to say some crazy words to her. Like, I truly don't give one fuck about what you're doing. Hey, buddy, you doing okay? No. I heard about what happened with Ruby. Fuck Ruby. I don't know any of the statistics, but given what happened, I sort of summarized what happened. It's pretty rare when people abruptly quit like that. I just wanted to see how you were handling it. I'm doing fine. That's good to her. Still, you should know that it's okay to feel bad every now and then. it's good to always have a smile for a camera, but don't let yourself bottle things up for too long. That may have been what happened to Ruby, for all I know. Just wanted to let you know that you're not alone. I've also had experience of letting people down, making decisions that disappointed them so much that they decided to leave me for someone else. I'm not just talking about romantic relationships either. Over time, I try more and more to think about the impact my actions will have on other people. And whenever I can, I try to do the right thing. I try to do right by the people who matter to me most. But that's another thing I've learned. Many decisions that you'll have to make in life are polarizing. Sometimes you take a stand and someone gets upset as a result. I used to assume that getting that kind of response meant I had done the wrong thing. The most important stances you can take are often the polarizing kind, which means that while one person might hate you for making that decision, others might consider it all the more reasons to stick by you. In fact, even though Ruby left, I'm willing to bet that there's someone in Kara who is even more loyal to you because of what you did. You can't judge the rightness or wrongness of an action based on the most negative responses you get. It's better to make a few people really happy than just be milk with toast and try not to offend anyone. Meaning life? Yes. I used to think it was just a principle for business, but the more I live, the more I've come to think that it's usually true, universally true. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't be ashamed of who you are. Stay true to yourself, and the people who matter most will stick around. If you keep that in mind, you're gonna do fine. That's one. Oh, he remembered something. One more thing I should mention. You probably know that I have a bit of a sordid past. I'm thinking that it's finally time for me to bury all the skeletons in my closet. I guess you could say that the success of Kara inspired me. It's making me think that maybe I could turn completely legit one day. It's gonna be a long journey to get there, for me to get there. Well, I'm happy to be at a point where I'm willing to say no to less savory opportunities. It does mean that I'm financially a lot less liquid than I've been in the past. As it turns out, being good isn't cheap. It ain't. That means I won't be able to lend you money anymore. I hope you can understand. Hey, let me lend you money. Let me lend you some money. It's good to hear your life is moving in the right direction. The burdens that weigh heavy on my heart are starting to feel just a little bit lighter. Maybe one day I'll be able to wake up without feeling them at all. That being said, I'm not about owing favors to the right people. People like you. It feels a bit awkward coming to you like this, hand in hand. Oh, so to speak. But if you accelerate my path to redemption, let me know. What do you mean by that? As I mentioned, I'm in need of a bit more liquidity, 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 liquidity. Mm-hmm. I'm not asking you to just give me cash straight up. Rather, I'm asking for a one-time cash infusion in exchange for a few favors and benefits. Like, say, a permanent discount on rent. Yes, you can have whatever. I got so much money. If you think this is too much of an imposition, or if you're tight on money yourself, no worries. I'll make the money I need in time. Like I said, it's just your chance to accelerate my redemption. I guess you could say it's your chance to invest in me if you want to turn the tables. Anyways, I'll give you something about it. If you feel like depositing a large sum of cash in my lap, let me know, and I'll do what I can to make it worth your while. Brother. Brother, I got a large sum of cash. I just so happen to have a large sum of cash. Let me see. Hey! Oh my god. That bombed. Okay. You happen to be leaving Shibuya Station one day when you run into Fujimoto. Oh, fancy running into you here. I guess it's not odd that you be here in the biggest part of the city, but it is odd to run into someone you know here. Shibuya Station is always packed. Even if you are several meters away from someone you knew, you might not realize it. Everyone's busy. But by now, you might know me well enough to know that I'm a bit of a contrarian. And that means that when everyone is busy, there's a part of me that wants to take the moment to drink in the scenery. There's something about that dog that makes me want to just slow down for a bit. Hachiko's story is so sad. Hachiko stayed at the station to wait for his owner to come back. Of course, and he stayed there every day. But the owner had died. And the owner didn't die from like something crazy, some like crazy event, like getting hit by a car or something. He died from a heart attack because he was overworked. He was like 30 something. He had a heart attack from being stressed out at work. Japan work culture is crazy. That makes me think of Zombie 101 when he was so happy he didn't have to go to work because it was a zombie apocalypse. That's crazy. Hachiko? Yeah, of course. Every time I pass by that statue, it's an opportunity to pause for reflection. I try to be a loyal person, Miss Chu, but I tend to think of loyalty as a two-way street. In order to receive loyalty, one must be willing to give loyalty in return. It seems basic to me. Why would I be loyal to a person who isn't going to repay my loyalty? But if you frame it like that, it's not much different of a quid pro quo. In a way, that kind of approach just seems like trading favors. Oh, it's different from true loyalty. Hachiko reminds me of that. Dang, that's tough. That's he's spitting. Hachiko faithfully waited for his owner every day. Even 9 years after his owner's death, Hachiko came to the train station to wait for his return. Can you imagine a more resolute symbol of unwavering loyalty? Makes me feel like loyalty is something that should transcend death itself. Makes me feel like I should aspire to be the same. Every time I look at Hachiko, it makes me feel small. It's easy for me to say things like loyalty is a two-way street, but when I look at that statue, it makes me feel like it's not the kind of thing that should be sacrificed for alter, alt, 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 utilitarian, utilitarian ends. You're not talking about the dog. No, if the statue was just a reminder of the story of a loyal dog, it would be one. That would be one thing. But ooh, the statue outside of Shibuya Station isn't the original statue. The first statue of Hachiko was erected in the 1930s. It was then, as it is now, a symbol of a special kind of unwavering loyalty that transcends death. But years later, during the war, the original bronze statue was taken and smelted down so it could be used to create ammunition. Yikes. What do you think of the people who took down Hachiko's statue and melted it down? I mean, if they needed bullets, they were fighting people. I'm sure that's what they thought at the time. When I think about the people who took down the original statue of Hachiko and melted it, I'm sure it couldn't have been an easy decision. And I can see the reasoning. There are plenty of people who think that the need of living should outweigh needs of the living should outweigh the needs of the deceased. Ooh. That undercuts the entire story of Hachiko, doesn't it? He was a dog who stayed faithful to his owner even years after he had died. Hachiko didn't do the ulterior. utilitarian thing and abandoned his owner. The statue that now stands outside Shibuya Station was built in 1948 after the war. I'm glad the statue was rebuilt. It was a way for the community to regain some of what was lost when the original statue was destroyed. But every time I pass the statue, it also fills me with a certain sense of melancholy. And it makes me wonder how many times I've made the same mistake in my life. I know what it means to sacrifice one's values for utilitarian ends, Miss True. Utilitarian. Aha, I figured it out. If I decide after the fact that I've made the wrong choice, I can try to rebuild what I destroyed by doing that. But in the end, that which has been destroyed can never really be fully replaced. Whether it's a relationship or career or reputation, there are certain kinds of damage that can never be fully undone. Even if you put the effort to rebuild it, the scars will always be there. It's a sobering thought. I guess what I'm saying is that if you're faced with the decision of whether to sacrifice your values, it's worth thinking long and hard about whether it's worth it. What did you give up? Oh, that's a personal question, Miss True. Maybe I'll tell you the answer someday. That is so sexy and mysterious of you. But not out here on the streets. Kind of thing that's best discussed between two friends in private. Ooh. In a way, the statue is also a reminder that I should look after my health. Did you know that Hachiko owner passed at the age of 53? Oh, I didn't think I thought he was younger than that. He died at work. Yeah, I knew he died at work. I thought he was 30 something. He had a heart attack. To be clear, it's not as if he died in some workplace accident. It was high blood pressure that did him in. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. I mean, all of it is worse because he died. But like a brain hemorrhage? Anyway, if that's the sort of thing that could cause a man to pass at 53 years old, it could certainly happen to me. How old are you? I'm only half joking when I say passing by the statue is the reason I don't smoke anymore. Anyway, it's just something to think about the next time you're out. Okay. Anyway, it's just something to think about the next time you're thinking about what to have for dinner. Oh, considering whether to indulge in vices that are on offer at the convenience store. Maybe that's the second half of the equation, Miss True. You have to look out for the people who that you're loyal to, but you also have to look out for yourself. After all, if you have someone who's faithfully waiting for you to come home every day, the best way you can repay their loyalty is to take care of your health so you can live a long and happy life together. Don't lose sight of that, Miss True. Loyalty is important for a lot of reasons, but maybe the thing that's most important is to have people out there who are rooting for you. Do the right thing that will make them proud. Okay, finally. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we're back on track. The guys are back in town. A video titled Phantasmin Fancy Bow Down Envy is trending in the music section of a number of popular streaming sites. It appears to be a debut of a new idol group. The song's infectious beats and haunting vocals seems to have propelled the new single into viral success. Interesting, none of the three idols in the group appear to be identified by name. Instead, labeled 2, 3, and 4 with cryptic social media accounts to match. Where did this Phantasm Facade group come from? And that brings on chapter 4. And I know Ruby is in this fuck-ass group. But this is where I'm going to end it today. If you like this video, comment below what you like about it. And share it so someone else can like and comment too. I'm so excited. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So